This is a loud group. Imagine with all the kids coming next week. You guys are loud. Good morning and thank you for coming today. I am Katie Kennebec with the Chamber, and the only really announcement that we have is that we have an opening to host a Chamber coffee next Friday. So if you're interested, just contact the Chamber office. I just want to turn it over to Tammy McKenzie, who's going to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Good morning, I'm Tammy McKenzie and I'm the principal here at Carroll High School, and I would like to welcome everyone here today. What a wonderful turnout for a very exciting day. On behalf of the Carroll High School staff, I would like to welcome you to our fine school and thank you for helping us make our Employee Educator Day extra special. I would also like to recognize some special guests who are here today. Superintendent Cordes and members of our Carroll Community School Board. John and is Jen here yet? And Dwayne. From DMAC, Joel Lundstrom, Provost, and Emily Maruziak from Des Moines Ankeny campus. I hope I said your last name correct. From Iowa Works, Lisa Smith. From the Robert D. and Billy Ray Center in Des Moines, Jeff Cleaver, who may or may not be in this portion right now. He might be down in the Media Center setting up. He is a speaker for us today. From the Department of Education, Division of Community Colleges and Workforce Preparation, Pat Tiemann, thank you very much for coming today. And of course, every business that is represented here and my amazing Carroll High School staff. Thank you for coming today. I also need to give a few special thanks to the Carroll Chamber of Commerce for hosting a coffee here today. We are very appreciative of that. To our wonderful food service staff, for the amazing cinnamon rolls and refreshments. Can't have that without this, right? DMAC and Iowa Works personnel for their extensive planning and connections to make this day possible. The wonderful businesses that are participating in our Educator Employee Day today for our pathway visits. We are very excited to board the school buses and take a little field trip today. And CCSD Transportation for the busing. Thank you all. Never before has there been a greater need for educators to strengthen their partnerships with our community members. With the increased emphasis on career college readiness, along with the emphasis on 21st century skills, it only makes sense for us to work together on behalf of our students. Many of you in this room have already dedicated your time to the students and staff of Carroll High School in ways that have impacted the learning and future of our students. For that, I thank you. My teachers thank you, and our students thank you. Our ultimate goal for this day is to continue to build our partnerships, affording our students greater opportunities, and as our district mission states, to open the doors of learning for success. Our Carroll High School mission statement is preparing today's students for tomorrow's challenges. Our partnerships thus far are a testament of the fact that we are better together. At this time, I would like to introduce Carroll High School English instructor, Miss Becky Bass. Becky has dedicated 16 years to the students of Carroll High School and is one of our strongest advocates for partnering with our community. Becky has been one of the driving forces in planning today, and she will now share with you more information on how this day came about. Becky?
Okay, so I had the really important job of telling you all why we brought you here today. So there's probably no better way to do that than with a very short little video, assuming I get everything to work the way it should. It's turning on, that's a good sign. Okay, this video shows you some of the reasons why we're here.
Hey, Mr. B, almost done with the rock climbing display, but I'm having a little trouble with the sign.
I work at it. Reading can be very difficult.
Excuse me? Oh, you look like you're in charge.
You see that? You got the chiseled features of a leader.
Also, his face is on that poster.
I know that poster has a big smile that says welcome, but it should be saying this is for employees only.
Oh, well, that's what we're doing here. Jason would like to be an employee. Shake the man's hand, Jason. Did you wash after using the lavatory?
I'm going to need an answer to that, son. The man you want to talk to is right behind you. The owner of the store, Ed Alzate. Ed, you might want to think twice about shaking this young man's hand.
Wendy Grayson and my son, Jason.
Jason Grayson. Right? Who would do that to a kid?
Jason, tell him why we're here. Jason filled out an application for a job here in your store, and he hasn't heard anything back in 3 days. He's very upset.
Yeah, I can see that. Are we in any danger?
Jason's off for the summer, and he needs something to do with all of that energy.
I do stuff.
He won't be sorry, Mr. Alzate. He's intelligent. Yeah, he can type on that thing without even looking at it. Jason. Tell him about your positive attributes.
I'm hardworking, I'm conscientious.
And? You're a self-starter.
But we're always looking for a kid like that. Come back when you're him.
Okay, that's the perfect reason. We don't want to produce any Jasons. And so all of you in the workforce, you don't want us to give you any Jasons. Now for us teachers sitting in the room, we have the Common Core. And that dictates employability skills and 21st century skills. But the real reason that we brought you all here today is because we want to do more for our students. We want our students to be successful regardless of the path that they choose. We also know that at the high school we have this brief window of opportunity. We have 4 short years to make sure that these students have the skills to reach that success. According to the National High School Center, which is funded by the Department of Education, there's 4 steps in making that successful. You need to intervene early when students start developing their college and career aspirations, emphasize rigor and high expectations for all students, integrate strong academic content into career-focused classes, and number 4 is what led to today. Collaborate with post-secondary institutions, economic development agencies, and employers to help create smoother transitions to college and the workforce. This is where you all come in. We invite you to work with us, share your knowledge. Fostering educational opportunities for students now will in turn provide your companies with a talented, hardworking, intelligent, team-oriented labor force. As you're sitting here today, if you have an idea to collaborate with a teacher or a program, if you can provide job shadow or mentoring opportunities, if you have a new, innovative idea to promote career skills, if you need a teacher or student input when working with a committee, if you would like to open the doors of your businesses with tours for students or teachers, we would love to hear from you. We simply want to open up the relationship between the educational world with the working world. By building these relationships, we hope to give our students a greater chance to achieve their individual success. And so that's what's leading to today. Now, for those of you in the room who have done things in the past, there's all kinds of things from mentoring opportunities to job shadow experiences to mock interviews to serving on panels. You're already doing that and we appreciate it so much. I cannot tell you the learning that happens when you come in and contribute to our kids. Now, before I end this, because my husband warned me that they're supposed to keep these things short at the chamber this morning, I do have one little invite. We have a teacher, Kent Meiskens, today, who's gonna give you a direct invite, and that's how we'll wrap it up today. But he has an opportunity that he'd like to talk to you about, and I just want to thank you one last time for coming out.
Thank you. As Becky said, I have a request from you, and last year we received a grant from the state, a STEM grant, and STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And part of that grant, one of the things that we wanted was to find mentors for students in what we're going to call the STEM Institute, kind of a school within the school. So right now we have about, I think, 40 kids signed up for this STEM Institute, and we're looking for mentors for those kids. And basically what we want is just somebody who will make contact with them, somebody who could be a resource with them. Maybe, maybe you make contact with them once a month or something, and via email or you see them or phone or whatever, and can help them with different things that we'll be doing. So that's one of the things that we're really looking for, are mentors who would do that. So if you know somebody in your business, or if you are interested in being a mentor, we could use those people. And even if your business isn't really a STEM-related business directly, you probably have people who work for you who are. Maybe an IT person, or maybe you have an engineer who helps you, or things like that. So we're looking for people like that for mentors. And there's one other thing that we're also looking for this year, and that's projects for the kids in our classes to work on. And those projects would be something that maybe, something that you think, hey, this would be a good thing to get done, but right now we don't have the time or the resources to work on it. And we could turn it over to a group of kids who could kind of work through that, and then they could maybe advance that project a little bit, and you could look at it and say, oh yeah, that's some good stuff, and maybe you could go from there. And those are some of the things that we're going to be doing in several of the classes that we have this year, where they're going to be able to work on some of these projects and just to try to advance them a little bit farther. So those two things are what we're really looking for. We're looking for mentors, and we're looking for projects for students to work on. And if you have any of those, you can either contact me or probably Tammy or Becky, and I'm sure they'll get the information to me. So if you have any of that, I would really appreciate that. And I'm sure I'll be contacting many of you as time goes on too for those things. So thank you.
One last thank you to all of you who attended today. If you haven't had a chance to get a cinnamon roll, some coffee, juice, water, please help yourself. And thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day.